see what you will see. All right. Okay. I thought of just doing a black screen broadcast in protest, but I'm not going to do that. So just won't do that. But as a test broadcast would probably be deleted. Just a filler. What Kate used to call a filler broadcast, filler scope. That's what it is, though. I mean, anyway, Cook Weaver. Some of the things they offer. Not vegetarian tasting menu. So anyway, yeah, these are and then the vegetarian tasting menu. Oh, it's the tasting menu. I'm going to explain what a tasting menu is. Well, there you have it. And an excellent food safety rating. And let's keep going. There's absolutely nobody on the broadcast, of course. Yeah, well, who knows? I've tried on apps, tried to make things work. It's really, and sometimes it does work. Sometimes you get the juice on the app here. Like the other day, everybody was coming in, and the juice was the social app juice was going. You know, and you felt good about what you were doing. And then there are other times like this that not much going on. Kobo looks like it's closed. Entrance is around corner anyway, so there you go. Obviously, you're not going to get in there. It's closed. Old style mail slot, which is still functions. So you could still theoretically put mail through the slot, although it's not done anymore. But the slot is still functional. Let's go. So yeah, it's a little interesting block here with stuff on it. It's all right. Better than a black screen, I guess. The ubiquitous Japanese maple and dog walkers. And the theater that is no longer. There we go. So there we go. What's playing? What's on the marquee? Absolutely nothing. Whoa. So there we go. More of this is the official entrance. Closed. Mask required. I don't have my mask with me anyway. But anyway, it's after hours, so all sorts of notices here. 11 to 5. That's really inconvenient hours, you know. To open a store from only 11 to 5. What the heck? How the heck do they continue in business? That's the thing. They must have a web business, but I don't know. It's a mystery to me. I don't get it. So that's the whole thing. If you have a retail in a high rent area, which this is, how the heck do you do it? There you go. Kind of stuff here showing me caught dead wearing, but if you have the body for it, I guess you could wear those things. Yeah, underwear, scants. We used to call them. There we go. Some more there. Well, if you have the body, you can get away with it. Stock clothers. Yeah, it's pretty good, pretty authentic. Don't know what the person's like inside, you know. Just got rid of a lot of my old stuff that I'm not going to wear anymore, but it doesn't come from here. From a place called Brooks Brothers, which doesn't exist anymore, but they were a clothing purveyor where you would go and you would get fitted. Or your grandma, hello. And the Brooks Brothers, the tailors would come. Have you ever seen that that sitcom, British sitcom, Are You Being Served? Exactly like that, where it's, you know, you would get properly served and fitted and tailored and all the rest of it. And you know, what it was like. So here's the metaphysical bookstore. Let's see what they have on offer. Buddha's bedroom. Goodness, that must be exciting. Imagine that. Some mile a minute. Energy healing, which is always good. Zen mind, beginning mind, trees. Well, that would be a good one. Hidden Life of Trees, which I've actually read that one, which is very good. I would recommend that book. I Ching. This hippie claptrap, trying not to try. Tao Te Ching, Lao Tzu. That's a famous one. Warrior Grandma, how you doing? Is this signal? Am I getting out? It's pretty good, hopefully. New Self, New World. I don't know about that. I think it's the old self, just the world itself. Oh, it's great. Okay, whereabouts are you, Warrior Grandma? Are you obviously a grandma? I don't know what the warrior. I imagine every day is a battle with the grandchildren, right? Oh yeah, you down in Oregon. That's right. In Salem, I think it was, or Eugene. I'm not sure. I think you told me once. Okay, I'm going. Hopefully, you got some good rain out of the last dumpage. Oh, Portland. Okay, well, you definitely got some good rain then. Finally, it's needed. So I'll be heading down that way on Saturday through Portland. It's an interesting bookshop. They don't allow you to scope inside, but it's closed now, so I'm giving you a preview of it. So anything you want in there. It used to be Theosophical Society, of course. You got plenty of that in the next week here. So philosophical things. I'm going on spiritual retreat here, 2 days, which will be exciting. Probably won't do a lot of broadcasting. I'll do it outside of the retreat itself because you can't broadcast inside the retreat. It's not permitted. So don't really want to do that. Oh, Alexis, hello. Quick hi, can't stay. I know you can't stay, but at least you said hi. That's important. So I hope the business, hope you find a way to do business to business. I think that's, I know what I would do. I'd go out, work for a restaurant, and go business to business. Try to market the heck out of Pampered Chef to another business, though. And I'd do it on volume. Skip the individual consumer. You do it on volume, and you pick out certain items to do that. You find out the gray areas in the Pampered Chef rules, and you just expand them. Basically, you don't do anything wrong, but you find out what the gray areas, what you might be permitted to do. But anyway. Yeah, but you find out the gray area. You can always resell. Yeah, you can in any business. So you just have to check your local regulations for that. Yeah. Believe me, it's always possible to do that. Did that for years. Many ways to do it. Many ways. You got to get creative, but you need people. People are the key to the whole thing, because without people and other businesses, business community, it's going to be pretty tough to do that, I think. But that's what I would do. That would be my approach. But I'm not, not doing that. So anyway, I know you have to go, so I just wanted to say hi to you too, and hope that your weather's not too hot down there. I know it can get pretty warm. It certainly isn't hot here, so. I'm not going to stay on too much longer myself. Typical 1940s apartment building. Just a block. You did 16K. Oh, good. I haven't been doing that many steps, so yeah, we'll see you next time. It's fine. Yeah. got a fire burning. It smells like a barbecue, actually. I think more than a fire. So, all right. I think I'm going to find somebody to end the broadcast on, because there's not much more that's interesting down here. Really isn't me chatting. At this point, I feel that the screen will probably not. There won't be anybody coming on now. Are you still there, Warrior? I don't know if you're still there, but. Oh, you're still there. Okay. Maybe I'll walk up to the park with you then. Keep the thing going a little bit longer. Maybe somebody might drop in. I don't know if you've done broadcasts on here. I haven't checked your profile. Yeah, okay. I haven't checked to see if you've done any broadcasts recently, or what you do, or anything. And you're welcome to check mine. I've done hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of broadcasts on here and on Periscope and Twitter. Oh, you medic. Oh, I'm sorry about that. Yeah. Well, hopefully they can find out, reduce the amount of medication or change it so it doesn't make you sick, because that's kind of a sucky thing. Trust me, I know about medications and stuff. It's medications are really, sometimes they just don't. Yeah, I had at least that much, probably more than that, because I started with Periscope when they started, so I had an old account too. And yeah. Those were the heydays. You got on and you had a continuous scroll. I remember one thing I did on the Oregon coast down there at Newport Beach, I think it was, or no, it was at Netarts, on the beach at Netarts. And I had, or Lincoln City, actually, it was Lincoln City. And I had 1 million people on the broadcast, a crazy number of people. It wasn't 1 million, but it was pretty close. Number of viewers was like in the hundreds of thousands. And the chat scroll was crazy. I'm not kidding. You couldn't even read the chat. It was scrolling so fast. There were so many comments. And somebody was saying that I was featured. Oh yeah, I was featured. And I think that particular day I was the most popular broadcast in Periscope. And probably one of the most trending broadcasts on the internet that day. It was incredible. But then after that, everything died. It went down, 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 as fast as it went up. That's kind of social media for you. Like I've said before, social media it had its heyday. I think, I don't know, 3 or 4 years ago, 5 years ago, probably had a heyday. And then they ran into issues and tried to find substitutes. And it's now pretty much on the decline. You did volunteer. Yeah, that's good to do that. I like to volunteer too. We do what we call repack. We take the stuff from the food distributors, Costco, and some of the other donations, the massive donations, and you break them down. You break them down so that they're in manageable sizes for the food banks to distribute to the homeless. So that's kind of how it works. It's a warehousing type of system. So we're kind of the wholesaler to the food banks and to other entities as well. So we're not direct. Well, we do some direct, but it's mostly wholesaling. And yeah, so sorry about the wind. A little bit windy. Benita, hello. How you doing? Let's walk up to the park, and hopefully my battery will hold out. Nice to see a few people on here get a little bit of social media juice, as they say. Uh, but yeah, if there are a few people on your broadcast, it's you get kind of hope that this thing is still ticking over, it's still working. It gives you hope for the future broadcast to carry on. Uh, now I'm just out getting some exercise, some air, because I don't want to spend all the day in the apartment. You know, it's you got to have a change of pace. I don't want to spend it all inside. I just live in a small place, and to be honest, it's just inside. I'm not much of an inside person. You know, as you know, if you follow me through the years, I'm out most of the time. So yeah, I hope health-wise everybody's struggling a little bit. I've certainly last couple of years have been a struggle for me health-wise, but it's okay. I'm better now than I was. But you got to keep on getting out, getting exercise, eating the right things. You know, just common sense prevails. Um, let's walk up here. Hopefully everything is good as far as the picture and everything. Keep busy. Yeah, the bit about the friends, that's harder. Real life friends is tougher because there's a diminishing number of people as you get older in your social circle. So you got to work very hard indeed to expand that to get more people. The working hard, well, that's a given. Yeah, sure. Um, Louise Poppy, I'm not testing anything. I'm just testing my feet. Uh, so no, I always Pablo did a testing. So I thought of just doing a black screen in protest. But it looks like I'm getting some people uh, on the broadcast. So things are looking up. There's a nice house there. So I'll probably retitle the broadcast to Little Walking Neighborhood or whatever. Keep the mind busy, exactly. Because then, well, keep the brain in check with the properly operating mind. It's a tutor, mock tutor type of thing. Uh, and unfortunately, the light is going down. There's less light. So that's what it is. Oh, there we go. Let's just walk up here. Very important. What's important? Uh-huh. Ah. Oh, the test result. I don't know. The vacuum cleaner got run today, as you know, though. I just hate cleaning the place. It's I found popcorn and stuff. I haven't eaten popcorn for months, so obviously I'm not doing a very good job cleaning. And well, and the cleaners are on strike, so there you go. Uh, this I don't know what kind of architecture you call that. Uh, Looks like Jimmy Carter's, one of Jimmy Carter's first houses that he lived in. That's all I can tell you. Uh, Something like that. Let's walk up here. Sorry about the light level. It's not good, but um, I didn't expect anybody to come on the broadcast. I thought, well, there'd be nobody, absolutely nobody on it, but wrong. Uh, who knows, right? Anyway, hopefully better. So hopefully better prospects. That's a good word, prospect, right? So can anybody see that triangular house? Oh, I mean, I could switch the camera and you could see my ugly face, but that probably would send people away. So it's not going to be terribly interesting. Yeah. I almost long for the days of Periscope, when people used to say, show face, show face. But at least I don't know, at least you had interaction with the people. They were ridiculous, but you had a bunch of people that you could interact with. Now it's much more challenging to have enough people. Open fridge. Oh yes, remember the open? Yeah. I don't have too much in the fridge to show, but that's something to do. Apps for 7 hours plus. Oh Lord. Well, I hope not. And Alexis, the gal in Georgia, the cooking pepper chef gal, she said she spent 6 hours on Facebook today. Can you imagine? I'm not a Facebook person, but she spent 6 hours for her business. She's trying to drum up business. That's hard. Oh, I mean, we're gonna walk up to the park and follow everybody. Follow Euro Maestro too. Euro. I kind of followed in and out of him through the years. I went in and out with him. I thought he was kind of negative or whatever. He was too focused on the news, the things going on in the world. But now that I don't follow stuff that's going on in the world, tuning into his broadcast kind of tells me kind of what's going on in a way. If you can't do it in 30 minutes, then don't do it. Yeah, Euro's good. Out for dinner? No, I can't afford to go out. No, got to save my money. No, the salad days are over for me. Look at the previous broadcast, and you'll see how much I went out every day. Oh, it's dark. So no, those times are over for right now. No. No. As they say, money does not grow on trees, but we have some pretty good trees here. Look at that. Yeah, Euro, his style, I suddenly realized today, he did only a 16-minute scope in London, but I kind of picked up his style and I kind of like it, So, kind of promoting his stuff. He used to do Paris an awful lot, and, I was less excited about him back then, but I'm more excited about him now. So he's snappy. Yeah, he's got he's interested in current events, which is fine, but he doesn't, his view is okay. Okay. That sort of house style, Yeah, snappy in a good way, right? How's the picture? The light level isn't too good, probably. But that's the way it is, Let's walk with me a couple of blocks here. I think he was in Finsbury Park or Mayfair in London. I kind of recognized a few things there. The Kimpton, one of the hotels there, he was parked in front of it. He was showing the hotel. And there's still good places to go. The thing about London or Paris is that they are on the world hub, and you can get there, you can do your sightseeing, and you can get out, and it's very much easier than going to some remote, sightseeing place. Going to some remote sightseeing place. All right. Oh, interesting. It's part of an old water. Let's go look at it. Oh, we've got two of them. Poor signal, good signal. All right. So you see the people walking. I should have brought my torch, but I didn't. reservoir. Yeah, let's go look at it. Uh, but anyway, Euro was telling me about a lorry shortage in the UK and all sorts of things. So you listen and you find out what's happening there very quickly. Uh, not all of it good news, of course. Well, good news is in short supply, but uh, this, of course, used to be totally open, but after the passage of time, everything was closed down. Danger of injury or whatever it is. The stuff that popped up uh, over the years. Uh, there we go. Seattle Public Utilities. Uh, uh, hmm. So are you in level 3, Louise, or is it finished yet? Well, it isn't finished, but it's. Are you in level 2 yet, or what's going on with the lockdown there? Still there? Yeah, I'm still here. Are we losing signal? Shoot. Hopefully, we're not losing signal. You're still in lockdown. Oh, okay. All right. Uh, uh, this reservoir, though, look at that. Very bad shape. Look at the walls. It's sort of crumbling. Uh, numbers up to. Oh, shoot. That's not good. Yeah. I think the numbers here are pretty stable. They're not really going anywhere. So we're just steady. It's okay. Let's see. Let's go up to the viewpoint here. As you can see, there's autumn leaves on the ground. There you go. Some autumn leaves. Hopefully the signal is going to keep up because it tends to drop up here. What we'll do is we'll probably just finish up here because we're approaching our 30-minute limit for broadcast too. And I encourage everybody to try to keep it under 30 minutes if you can. Very few exceptions where I will go on a replay and watch a really long broadcast in its entirety. Well, there is one fellow in Paris I will, but it's all in French, so I will just listen to it actually in bed as a last thing of the day. I listen to his broadcast, but that's he's not on HAPS though. And it's in French, so he is a Parisian. He was born in Paris, and talk about somebody who knows about that city. He knows everything about it. I think so. He's not somebody that just. No, it's somebody who doesn't like PPC actually. No, he doesn't like him, as he considers PPC to be a little bit weak. But that's just personalities. Yeah, I don't care about the personality. That's just personalities. PPC is fine. I know, but this other guy, yeah, because I wanted the scoop on all the stuff in Paris, and as far as coverage of everything happening from the yellow vest, demonstrations that have happened over the years to everything else. This guy risked his neck to be in the middle of that stuff, often taking shrapnel and other things as a Parisian native to cover it. And I have great respect for that. Great respect. I really do. Because that's what true reporting is about. You risk. You go out there to cover a story, no matter what, even to be arrested. And he was several times. He was at the point of being arrested, but he managed to explain what he was doing and carried on. So yeah. pushing the envelope, and that's exactly what it's all about. You know, you don't. Otherwise, you're going to stay in one place, and you're not going to grow. As a human being, you've got to push the envelope in all ways. And I keep on saying that in my broadcasts, almost preaching it, but it is quite true. Not accepting anything, just you know. Okay. To be careful in these steps, although dry. I think the signal has probably dropped to nothing, but I'm just about done. APC. I haven't seen that fellow in a long time. This is our Asian Art Museum, and you're not permitted to scope inside, so sorry I can't do a broadcast in there. I do want to go in. They've done some renovations since I was last in it, so to check that. You know, it was Instagram it, you know, surreptitiously Instagram it. Anybody there still? I think I probably lost all the signal. Oh, Louise, you're still there. You've been there the whole time. Well, Warrior Grandma, you've been there the whole time, actually. Louise, you came in a little bit later. Remember, yeah, you used to say that in your scopes, Louise. You say, you've been there for the whole time, and you know, you talk up people. That's what I like about you. You just, I don't know, you talk up people, and you make them feel part of a community. That's why you're good. You know, that's what it's all about. Well, and you have an attitude too the never die attitude. You know that just keeps on going. I know it's part of your brand, but beyond that, it's your personality too. It's not just brand; it's who you are, and you project it very well through your broadcasts. It will be quite exciting to eventually, of course, meet up with you, and then, secondly, of course, for you to go traveling again, to you know, to get out in the world again once this terrible COVID thing is gone, which it will go. Yeah, we're looking at 2022 for things to start winding down, and then we can be on our way again. Oh, I have too. You know, I've had some black moments on social media where I just wanted to throw the phone in the reservoir, let's say. Just take the phone, throw it in the reservoir, and just say goodbye, everything on the phone, and just screw it. But then you come back to it and you go, well, these are people that I might want to meet, even if I haven't met them. So let's carry on and not be such an idiot about it. Atlas blue cedar, which you can't see, but it's a beautiful tree. There it is. Otherwise known as the cedar of Lebanon, but it's not a cedar of Lebanon, it's an Atlas blue. So, something new here. I'm going to go ahead and end the broadcast pretty soon. We're at 34 minutes, so I respect that. This has been fenced off for some reason. I wonder what is going on. This was a koi pond. Maybe they're they're doing something to it. I can't see anything. Well, you can see the light, right? Yeah, light. You can see the pond. There's water, and I think there is something in the water. Ooh, there are things in the water. Oh, they're just ducks. I thought they were fish, maybe. Well, that's a disappointment. Yeah. All right. Well, maybe we'll go ahead and finish. But the very first duck I saw, by the way, was Ollie FLJ. He was broadcasting from some pond in Oxford and showing some ducks. That was I think that was the second week I was on Periscope. He was one of the first persons I followed. I think he was maybe the second person I followed. So can you see the ducks? Are they not showing? All right, I don't think they're showing. All right, so there we are, Asian Art Museum.